Hello everyone, it's Miss Courtney and we are going to do some Friday fun today. So we are going to do two different ways to dye Easter eggs. I know that most of our Easter plans have been canceled because of what's going on right now in the news and everything, but that's okay because we are going to make the best of it. So we are going to dye eggs using a baking soda and vinegar experiment and by using rice and food coloring in a bag as well. So one's a little messy and one's a little bit cleaner. For this activity you guys will need some hard-boiled eggs, a container that you don't mind getting dirty, a cup with some water, another plastic container that you don't mind getting dirty, some gel food coloring, some baking soda, white vinegar, a tablespoon measure, and some sort of brush. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your tablespoon measure and you are going to scoop out 1 tablespoon of baking soda and put it in your smaller container. I already have done this. So what we're going to do with this baking soda is we are going to essentially make a paint or a paste for dyeing eggs. So we have 1 tablespoon of baking soda in here. And we are going to add about 1 tablespoon of water to this as well. So it's going to make kind of a pasty consistency. And the next thing that we are going to add is gel food coloring. So you can add whatever color that you want. I'm going to try some green. And we just want to add in a few drops of this. And what you can do after that, once you add it in there, you can use your paintbrush and mix it all in there. So it's going to become a bright green. If there's a little bit of food coloring in there that doesn't dissolve, that is okay as well. If it's too thin for your paint, you can add some more baking soda, which I think I'm going to do. Just going to add a little bit more and mix it in. There, now it's more of a pasty consistency, more painty. Okay, so I have my paint here. It's nice and bright green. And I'm going to take one of our eggs and I'm going to use my brush and I'm going to paint on it. And you can paint in what other directions you want. You can let it drip down the side of your egg. You can add more, you can add less, that is all up to you. I'm just going to do a little egg shape right now. So there is my egg shape, and I'm going to put this in our bigger container here. So what we are going to do is we're going to do a baking soda and vinegar experiment also. So I'm going to open up my vinegar. And I'm going to put a few splashes right over my egg. I'm going to move this closer so you can see it. So my egg's all the way down in this container. I'm just going to add a little bit of vinegar and then we're going to see what happens. So when you do this experiment, you can add more baking soda and it'll make more of a fizz. So I let my egg dry overnight. So this is what my egg looks like after being in the vinegar baking solution with a little bit of the green. Because I'm using brown eggs, it's not super bright, but that's okay. We're going to use whatever eggs we have at home. So another experiment that we can do is, or another way to dye eggs is by using rice and food coloring. So for this activity you will need some hard-boiled eggs, a measuring scoop, gel or regular food coloring, a plastic baggie, and some rice. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scoop and fill my baggie with about 2 to 3 inches of rice. So I have my baggie filled up with a little bit of rice, and then what you're going to do is you're going to add some food coloring into the top of the bag. So you won't need like a whole ton of it, but you need enough to dye your egg. So I have my food coloring in there. I'm going to use red for this egg. Hopefully it'll show up better than my green did. And I'm going to open up the bag nice and wide, and I'm going to put my egg in there. So I have a brand new egg that's been hard boiled, and I'm going to put that in the bag. And then you're going to close it up nice and tight. And then you just want to mash your egg around in there. Very gently though, not as rough as you would think. And when you do this, all the food coloring will get on your egg, but you won't get food coloring everywhere. And when you think your egg is covered enough, you can take it out of the bag and let it rest on the side. I would at least let it dry for a few minutes before you eat it or use it. But I hoped you liked these egg dyeing tips. Let's see what my egg looks like when I take it out of the bag. So I took my egg out of the bag, and it's kind of red and speckly. You can see from the rice it makes a really cool design on your eggs. This would probably look better with white eggs, but my brown eggs still show up with the red a little bit. So I'm going to let mine dry next to my egg that I dyed previously. And then maybe I'll hide them for Easter later. But I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 different ways how to dye eggs, and I hope you try them at home. Well, thanks for joining me for Friday Fun today, and I hope you had a good time, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye!